California Surf Museum is celebrating the history of skateboarding with their presentation of rolling from the 60s into the 70s.
All right, so this is that era that interest in surfing and skateboarding skyrocketed, and this inaugural event honors those who contributed to the beginning of what would eventually turn into a global phenomenon. We have so many amazing surfers and skateboarders here in our area for so many years, and this is kind of a neat thing to have in our own backyard.
Definitely. We're excited to learn more about it. Joining us in the studio here is the executive director of the California Surf Museum, and there is a really exciting event coming up. We have Jim Kempton and also the event organizer Brian Logan, and here to tell us more about what we can expect into the weekend.
Hey guys. Thanks for being here. All right, so we're talking about the California Surf Museum in Oceanside, right?
Yes.
Great spot, great to see so many cool things taking us back in time. We're talking about a totally different sport here. So let's talk about the dichotomy, I guess, of skateboarding and surfing here.
Yeah.
So how did that come together?
Sidewalk surfing was what they called it when they started out. So initially, they were really it was skateboarding when you weren't surfing or you weren't old enough to drive to the beach.
Gotcha.
But as time went on, they diverged, although they still have a real connection.
It was something we did in the 1960s when the surf was flat, which where I grew up in Hermosa Beach was half the time. So we would practice our style on skateboards back in those days to try to simulate our style for surfing, because style was everything in surfing back then.
And you guys have an exciting event coming up to kind of honor this. Tell us about it.
So this Saturday, we have the Silver Surfer Awards, where we're bringing legends from the 60s and the 70s and beyond, and lots of other people there. We're going to have a dinner, we're going to have awards, and some really great footage and films that we're going to be showing, and it's going to be a great night.
So we have obviously a lot of legendary skateboarders who live around here. Are we going to be seeing any big names?
My brother.
Your brother, okay, wonderful.
He's the first skateboarder inducted in the Skateboarding Hall of Fame.
Amazing. When was that?
2009.
So where is the Skateboarding Hall of Fame?
Skateboarding Hall of Fame is, and by the way, they're collaborating with the California Surf Museum on this event. It's the first time that a skateboard museum and a surfing museum are collaborating together.
Amazing.
So it's up in Simi Valley.
Okay, are there any other big names of note?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tony Alva is coming, big name, lots of...
Tony Alva, Lower Thornhill. I don't have the list in front of me.
Any other Tonys?
No.
Hawk by chance?
No, Tony Hawk's not coming.
Okay.
This is a whole different era before Tony was even born, or even thought of being born.
Gotcha. Because I know.
Historical.
Yeah, wonderful.
But really fun.
And you're also going to be presenting the first Silver Skate Awards. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, the Silver Skater Awards are given to skaters like we do with surfers at our gala, who are not only great surfers, but also people who've given a lot back to the industry. So they may not have been in the Hall of Fame, but they have contributed in some really significant way to the community and to the culture of the sport.
Of the sport. Well, actually, both sports, surfing and skateboarding.
So it's interesting you talk about the sidewalk surfing. Do most legendary surfers, for example, do the other? Do they both, these two sports crisscross more often than not?
Especially in the surfers from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'd say every surfer skateboarder.
How has skateboarding evolved versus how has surfing evolved? Because obviously the type of skateboard has probably changed quite a bit over the years.
It has. What's interesting is that skateboarding actually came around, and as they developed their own initial tricks, surfers started copying those. So aerials and what we call burts, all kinds of moves that that skateboarders produced, surfers started doing in the water when they saw them. So it's kind of come full circle.
So what did surfing look like in, let's just say, the 60s? Was it more just like straight, or is it, the things we see now are pretty wild?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's much more vertical now. It was a horizontal sport then. You ran to the nose and hung 10 and rode across the wave. Now it's,
up and back.
On long boards too, 10-foot long tanks back then.
Yeah, these things now are a lot shorter.
Yes, a lot shorter.
How has it been seeing the sport evolve so much?
Oh, it's fantastic. Like everything we see, but some sports are so confined. This sport, both of them have a wide open palette, so you get amazing progression of people just doing more and more and more, harder and harder and harder.
Okay, real quick before we let you guys go, tell us about the event that's happening. Tickets, how much they are, how they can get
Tickets are $75. You could go to the California Surf Museum website to buy them, surfmuseum.org, or you could call the California Surf Museum, 760-721-6876, or you could go on social media and find our ads, and there's a QR code on that. You could just go to the QR code.
Wonderful. The event happening on Saturday, 4 to 8?
On Saturday, 4 to 8.
Wonderful. We appreciate you guys both being in here, Brian and Jim. And yeah, hopefully a lot of folks get out there and enjoy it. We appreciate the little look back in the history of both sports. All right, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.